I just came from down there, Walker Pass, where you can see the cars maybe off in the distance. Kind of worked way up, zigzagged, and came down through here. Right on the edge of the, top of this peak. You see both sides. It's pretty cool. So, good morning. It's mile 6:53 to 54. Evening, about 5 o'clock, heading towards campsite. Just a couple miles long. Big elevation though, coming down from that road, or coming up from that road. Still have a ways to go, but yeah, took a zero in Lake Isabella. Said goodbye to Mikey Night, who's here for the section hike. So it's just me, Wawa, DB, and Sunspot again. Yeah, like I said, we're taking it easy today. Today's a Nero. The next big stop is Kennedy Meadows, but that's a couple days away. Looking forward to it. But yeah, pretty big water carry. I've got 4 liters right now. There is a spring about 10 miles up, but supposedly it's irradiated. I mean, I know uranium is naturally occurring and it's present in groundwater and stuff, but you know, why risk it? I mean, I know other hikers drink it, and probably a liter or two won't be that harmful, but again, I've got the water. The next water source after that is only about 7 miles after that, so yeah, I can do that. It just means we'll be dry camping tonight. I'll probably have lunch at the water source tomorrow. So Lake Isabella was pretty interesting. I worked, I lived and worked in the Tenderloin in San Francisco for like 10 years, so I'm kind of used to stuff like that, but yeah, let's just say it was interesting. Had a lot of fun. Went to a local bar again. We also got a ride up to Kernville. Seemed to be a little more affluent. Had a good time there too. Did have a bit of an embarrassing incident, which I won't go too much into. I just got a little judgment compromise and made a bit of a mistake. But all in all, I think it worked out for the best. Went to another bar and we did some karaoke. Had a lot of fun. A lot of great singers in this group. I'm not one of them. Well, made it to the tent site. I almost walked right past it. The only reason I stopped was because the guy was setting his tent up there. And, I kind of waved. I wasn't sure if he saw me or not, and I didn't want it to be awkward, so I kind of came over and said hello. And I realized that this was a tent site. I thought it would take like 2 hours to get here. So yeah, I'm like 45 minutes early. So, yeah, gonna set up tent, have some dinner. We are going to be doing some morning hiking again, leaving really early. So, see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's around mile 660 or so. Got up early again. Did some early morning hiking. Rolled out around 4:40. It's a bit later than usual, but since we're higher up, it's not as hot. Like, at least compared to the last stretch, which I think I need to. I don't think I emphasized it enough last. I guess by now this would be the last video. Like that stretch that went into Lake Isabella was extremely brutal. Like, it wasn't easy for anybody. Like, just long water carries, water sources were drying up. Like, most of them were just trickles. You have to wait, 10 or 15 minutes just to fill a liter. There's one really nice one at Landers Meadow. But, yeah, I've heard they're mostly dried up now, so you have to rely on water caches, and some of those are like 30 or more miles in between, so. I was seriously hoping that these were flowers when I saw in the distance, but yep, that's toilet paper. Probably used. Unbelievable. Okay, well, there's the old uranium spring somewhere down there. Because I keep going this way. Wow, it is so quiet. I could hear my ears ringing. No wind, no critters. It's kind of eerie. Well, when it only turns green like this in the desert, there's probably water around. So, this looks like the next source after Uranium Creek. We're shooting for the one that's a little further upstream, like a mile or so away. So, that's where I'm going to head and have some lunch. Okay, so, got to the water around 10 a.m. DB came in a bit later. We just basically just siesta. Nice little shady spot. Well covered. A lot of ants or anything, which is nice. Took a couple of micro naps. But yeah, so we're aiming for a campground. It's about 11 or so miles from here. There's literally a mountain between here and there. Half of it's going up, the other half is coming down because the campground's pretty much at the bottom of the mountain on the other side. So, and it's like a 5,000 foot climb between here and there. So, it's gonna be a bit intense. I left a bit early, around 3. I like to get to camp before dark, as I said, so everyone else is resting a bit more, but I want to give myself the extra time. Just looking at the landscape here. It's pretty nice. I'm guessing it goes somewhere over that thing. We just have 2 big climbs until Kennedy Meadows, this one and one tomorrow, so I think we'll be getting there tomorrow evening-ish. It is a bit cooler. Have some water. So, yeah, it's just, the gut hooks app I use has an elevation map, so it is a little daunting to see the climb between here and there. But gotta do it. Gotta keep moving forward. So I've just been kind of winding up the mountain under my feet right now. I could see the trail on the far side. Still haven't gotten there yet. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep switchbacking up and then eventually work my way down. And I think I might be able to see the campground from here. It's a little windy, but I think like somewhere over there. A little green patch at the bottom, maybe. I know it's along a dirt road. So, but yeah, still got a ways to go. It's only been on the trail for about 45 minutes or so, so just climbing. Okay, so still got about 8.5 miles to go or so, but it looks like about 1.3 miles I'll reach the peak, and then it's mostly downhill from there. You know, it's usually never, like linear, so it's gonna be a lot of ups and downs after that, but generally it'll be heading downhill, so going pretty slow up to the top, but hopefully I'll make up for it on the way down. It is cooler, but it's still like in the 80s, which is better than the past few days, but still pretty hot. At least the wind is starting to pick up a bit more up here. Good morning. It's mile 679 or so. Made it to the campground I was shooting for last night. There was actually some trail magic on the road next to it. It was Trail Angel Ron, who I've met before at the ranger station a couple weeks back, I think. Yeah, that was nice. Got a couple of hot dogs, a couple sodas, some beer, chips. Yeah, I was like one of the last people before he closed up for the night, so that was pretty cool. Didn't see the rest of the group, and I was hanging out with Ron until about 8:30 or so about an hour. So yeah, it started to get dark, so I went to the campground, set up my tent, forced myself to eat some ramen. Like, need the calories. But yeah, I haven't seen the rest of the group since yesterday, so I'm not sure if it just got too dark, so they decided to camp somewhere else, or maybe they ended up in another part of the campground. Don't know. I'm heading out a little bit earlier than I have the past couple nights. It's about 5:30 now. Yeah, just been a bit tired. I think I might have a bit of a cold or something. And yes, I am vaccinated, so we only have about 21 miles to go to Kennedy Meadows. And I have to go like over some mountain or something to get there, so but yeah, the plan is I'm just gonna head there to the general store and wait to meet up with them, since one of them has a package going there anyway to pick up. So okay, let's try and get this desert section over with. So I was checking the elevation profile between here and Kennedy Meadows. It looks like we've only got about 3.5 miles to go to reach the peak. It's all downhill from there, so awesome. Well, not to jinx it, but there are a couple of factors on my side today. It's pretty overcast, as you can see, which means weather's a lot cooler. So I might not have to take a siesta, so I could just sort of power through to Kennedy Meadows, hopefully. Which, I mean, I was already planning to do, sort of. Maybe stop for a quick lunch break, but if it's, not boiling like usual, it'll make it a little bit easier. And then, like I said, it's, after a couple of miles, pretty much all downhill. So, hopefully I can get to town by early afternoon, get some lunch. That would be great. Well, I was about to say after crossing this road, it's all pretty much downhill from here. Pretty beautiful view, but actually as I was pulling my phone out, tripped, went ass over head flip, kind of like landed like right around here, and in the process I kind of hurt my hand a bit. I'm not sure, for a second I thought I might have like dislocated something, like for a split second. Feel like I can move it, so the pain's mostly gone. It just feels a bit stiff, I think, like the palm, like, or one of the joints or something might have been a bit sprained. So it's a good thing we're taking the 0 in Kennedy Meadows. Keep an eye on that. Plus, I'll just kind of generally recover and get ready to enter the Sierras, because it's like you ascend to like 10,000 feet or something. It'd be nice to, take a break. Just, I think I might have like a little chest infection or something from breathing all this dust. So, yes, I have my vaccine, so it's not that. But, okay, bottle of water fell out. Okay, I'm gonna pick my stuff back up and start heading out. So Columbia, the guy that I got my pack from, he had like these 5 rules for through hiking, and I believe rule number 1 was don't fall. So, yep, broke that one. Okay, so besides this freaking mountain trying to kill me, tripping me up with rocks every 30 seconds, making pretty good progress. So I did my 10 by 10 today, actually 11 miles by 10. So I just have 10 miles to go to get down to Kennedy Meadows. So yeah, I'm going quicker than I thought. So 3 miles an hour. Yeah, still on track for maybe early this afternoon if I don't take a long break. Luckily the weather is still semi holding up. Sun comes out from the clouds every now and then and warms it up, but so far so good. So yeah, I'm just gonna drink some more water and then head out, keep pressing towards Kennedy Meadows. So apparently, it's weird. Somehow I'm only 10 miles from civilization, but it's hard to tell where that is exactly. So just keep following the trail. Okay, about 8 miles left. Still trotting through these plains. Still have no idea where town would be. That looks kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of some kind of like dinosaur carcass or something. Huh, weird. Yeah, on that note, so just to clear up a little thing about Kennedy Meadows, like DB said, it's not really a town per se, like, it's basically just a bar. So, there's a general store, which is like a mile down the road that the trail crosses, and then further south, kind of much further south, is like some better resupply stores. That's where Triple Crown Outfitters and Grumpy's, I think Grumpy's Grizzly Bar and Tavern or something is. So yeah, Grumpy's also does like allows camping and stuff like that. So that's where I'll be heading. I'll probably stop by the general store just to maybe grab a quick beer or something. But yeah, both Columbia and also Joe from Costa Luna kind of made mention that the general store isn't the most hiker friendly. Like, you know, they'll take our money, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, a few months ago, it's about 11 a.m. Making okay progress. Just be nice to sit down and relax for a bit because I'm not taking a break yet. I've stopped here and there to drink some water. Just pop the caffeine pill and some Tylenol back there, but I figure I'm going to, the restaurant or whatever anyway. I don't really need to stop for lunch. Just want to get there as soon as possible. So it'll be basically a continuous 22 mile or so day to get there. So yeah, looking forward to relaxing for a bit. Oh, after all that time in the desert, I've seen a river or big creek. Pretty cool. Pretty refreshing. Of course, one day I come across a nice, cool flowing river. It's not that hot out. Irony. Oh, well, 700 miles apparently. Okay. A couple miles to go to town, but that's pretty much almost the official end of the desert section. It has taken its toll.
The hiking, biking, he just talked off.
Hey, if you want to do it, do it.
I'm not. You're doing it. I was just...
Good morning. It's a few days after I hit 700 miles. Got here to Grumpy Bears. Man, we just kind of got vortexed here. Like, it's a bar, restaurant, camp in the back. Beautiful view. Really nice sunsets. You keep constantly meeting new people, as new bubbles come through and stuff. Apparently the previous night before I arrived, there was like a big party, karaoke. They kept the bar open late. Oh yeah, when I took my tumble, my sunglasses broke. So yeah, it was pretty nice here. I spent way too much money. It's very expensive. When I got to the trailhead, before getting here, I was able to get a ride, like pretty much right away. It's actually the same person that gave us a ride to the cafe from Hiker Town before the aqueduct, so small world. I got here around 1:30ish, waited around for a while. Wawa eventually showed up like later in the evening, and DB and Sunspot didn't roll until the next day. And yeah, we've just been kind of hanging out, drinking, and eating since then, playing a lot of party games and stuff. So today we're finally heading out of here. It's around 9:30 a.m. So yeah, DBS picked up something from the general store, and then we're getting back on trail. Not sure what the goal is, but we're just gonna hike for a couple of days till we get to Lone Pine. So yeah, that's like 40 something miles, so it should only take a couple of days. Got my bear canister, which is required for after this part. So yeah, managed to fit in all my pack. I got the little tiny bear canister. I'll take a video of it later or something. But yeah, so finally getting back on the trail. I mean, I was ready to leave yesterday, but you know, people just kind of get sucked into this place. And you know, Grumpy Bears is kind of a sort of a big landmark along the trail. I mean, this is where, you know, we finally officially end the desert section. So, and going forward, there's going to be a lot of water, so less water carries, which is nice. It kind of makes up for the weight of the bear canister. So yeah, now we're just waiting for a ride out of here.